call the Hitman series complex, interesting, extraordinary, and very well developed would be true. Was that a cheeseburger? And of its 21 or so intricately designed levels, Miami is always the one I think of when strangers ask me, which of the Hitman series 21 or so intricately designed? Miami! So here I am, dressed quite inappropriately for Miami weather.
Damn, it's hot out here.
Yeah, it's Miami. Genius.
My targets are fast car maker Robert Knox, as well as his daughter Sierra Knox, who's in her dad's car. Vroom vroom. I start by darting left, stealing a didgeridoo, which I didn't spell correctly on my script, but you never would have known that.
Hey Brendan, could you didgeridoo? Fuck you!
I gain a security guard outfit, leaving a man in his boxers next to a sprinkler, hoping that when his mates find him, they'll think he peed his pants, because that's what friends are for. I notice a very glitchy boat because nobody's perfect. Then coconut a very important looking man in the face and use his disguise to get into a restricted area. Entering a room with my first target, dressed as a key character where a robot designed to shoot people based on photographs awaits orders. And you know where this is going. I leave the room and shoot the guy down a hallway.
Nice.
On my way out, I'm blocked by a guard who will surely blow my cover. So I pull off a brilliant, if brutal, move and actually get away with it. Security needs to be beefed up here. My goodness. I go to the underground garage where I find a man dressed as a flamingo mascot who intends on blackmailing my second target. I retrieve his van keys and wait for him to grab the documents, trailing him to his... Unlock the door. Just unlock the door, Mitch. Just go ahead and pick the locks, Mitch. Trailing him to his target while grabbing a fizzy soda, as sugar-related deaths will never be outdone by even the most successful hitman of all time. And I'm hoping for some tips and tricks. Funny enough, the label says subscribe for more videos. Very weird. I enter the back alley where this dodgy deal is being made and end a husband and father of four's life because I was having an off day. Get off my back. I wait for Sierra to get next to the shaft and then just shoot her and punch the mascot in the face. It wasn't one of my greatest hits or anything, but I make up for it by leaving like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. But what's this? Same time of day, same glitchy boat, both targets still alive, and I have this very mysterious recording in my pocket. Let's have a listen. Oops, wrong tape. Yeah, hey man, this is Diana or whatever. It appears you're in some sort of time loop or something. So, you know, just keep trying different assassinations till you get the right ones, okay? Wow, what an interesting format for a Hitman video. And not at all derivative. Also, I would have got the real Diana Burnwood, but she's about $348 out of my price range. So, the first thing I do is obtain a food vendor outfit known as Florida Man. I go back to our white male blackmailer and relieve him of my favorite disguise in the series. I stalk another flamingo, but don't have time to deal with him, as I need to pass as the blackmailer and have a good old chat with a stranger because every moment is a gift.
My suit is at the cleaners.
And you couldn't find anything else to wear?
Correct.
You must lead a very interesting life, my friend.
You have no idea.
I enter the back alley again, this time from a different perspective, when a moment presents itself. I go upstairs and then necessarily shovel this sleeping man because sleeping on the job is unprofessional, and I am nothing but. After changing disguises, I infiltrate the paddock area and acquire several pneumatic drills which come in handy, and then I go on a rampage. I switch disguises, slipping away from security, and on my way out take care of some unfinished business. Disguised as a scientist, I grab some octane booster and sabotage Robert Knox's car, prompting him to come and fix it.
Did I do that?
I escape by speedboat, but it's not enough, and I awake serving drinks in the bar. I re-enter the paddock, this time as a security guard, and things don't go my way, so I try to set off this explosive barrel and it doesn't work, and now my controller's out of batteries. Returning as a proper mechanic, nothing technical goes wrong when I crush these dudes. Then I pull a classic newbie move and leave a wheel loose, causing a pretty sick explosion. Then crush this guy, cause look what he was wearing, he was basically asking for it. I take a medic disguise and on my way to Robert Knox, knock out our old friend the flamingo mascot because it's funny. I return to the robot shooting gallery and feed it a photo of Knox I got from a magazine. I'm sure I could come up with a joke about vanity and death, and oops, I just talked over that moment. Too bad I don't have another really good angle on that.
Aw, crap.
Shoot target A. Yes, Mr. Knox. Shoot target B. Yes, Mr. Knox.
I then escape like a billionaire who's had a Netflix documentary released about the things he got up to in the 90s. I know, which one? I awake this time as a man with a visor. A poor choice for a man with no hair, but somehow we'll get through it. Inspired by the explosive power of Octane Booster, I decided to test it out. Works. Further testing was required as I was unsure of whether it would always explode. Works. For this next assassination, I disguise myself as a medic and wait for Sierra.
The doctor will see you now.
Unfortunately, another medic notices the body I didn't hide and things get a little out of hand. Sierra does her best waddle, and I intercept with a modern lethal syringe, escaping in an ambulance. It appears I'm still missing the mark, starting as a race marshal and punching our flamingo friend again before restarting. The time loop reset. And I discover something very interesting about the crowd AI after taking out as many enforcers as possible. What's the difference between a pile of dead security guards and a Lamborghini? I don't have a Lamborghini in this bathroom. So yeah, it turns out in order to save processing power, crowd AI is very limited. So you can just walk up to everyone and punch them in the face, and they can't do anything about it. In a world without enforcer AI, one man will discover he can punch everyone in the face.
Just promise to use your powers for good!
No.
This summer, from the guy who brought you Witcher bits, comes a film so stupid you'll want to punch it in the face. Face Puncher. Starts Friday. After my face punching spree, I felt I needed to add some professionalism to the scene with one of my favorite ways to play the series. Sniper Assassin. Now I could use the Seeger 300 Ghost, an overpowered rifle with 4 zoom levels, a time dilation feature, and a whammy bar. But that would be too easy. So I went with the Jaeger 7 Covert, a massive single zoom rifle with no slowdown feature, but the case plays vicarious by Tool. How's it going? Yeah, it's Tool. Now, most amateurs would use a lockpick here, but I just jump over this barricade and walk right up to the bridge. Utilizing the briefcase's lock-on feature, I knock out 2 race marshals to clear a quiet perch for an admittedly very scary sniper look. After not missing 3 shots, I carefully aim and make Sierra do a 6 spin. Moving on to my next perch, which is a little lower than the last one. I patiently wait for Robert Knox to lean against a railing. Oh. Now he's dead. Okay, just to disassemble this and that's that. But you want more, don't you? Okay, how about suit only? Because girls go crazy for a sharp-dressed man. Dressed to the nines with my trusty briefcase, I sneak around like a modern-day businessman. Because real criminals dress like this. Do you get it? It's funny. Utilizing this server room, I reveal the secret weapon of my success. Then, once Robert Knox is all alone, I push him into a bush that just gobbles him up. I then sneak around to the medical station, distracting the doctor while I take care of his needy patient, as though the healthcare system wasn't already overburdened. The medic then summons my target right to me, and I pull a Kansas City shuffle, looping around to take out Sierra, briefcasing the medic as though the healthcare system wasn't already overburdened. At this point, I started to use assassination methods like spaghetti against a wall. I poisoned, I used a toilet for drowning, I electrocuted, and I fiber wired. I used gas from close up. I used gas from far away. For fish sake, I dropped a shark on the guy. What more do you want from me? And then it hit me like a bag of sugar. What if I take out a target with a target? So I fiddle with Robert's satellite thingy and push him onto his daughter's car, killing both targets so fast that Diana got a little tripped up.
Now for the heirs to the Kronstadt Empire. Both targets down.
And to top it all off, I leave the area like my favorite superhero, Dolphin Riding Man. Apparently that wasn't enough, so I've got one final idea. I pretend to be a hitman. A different hitman, hired by Robert Knox to kill his daughter's racing rival. But instead, I put the bomb on Sierra's car, then dressed in the greatest disguise in gaming history, give Robert the detonator, and watch as he unknowingly kills his own daughter, then toss him off a bridge. Take your daughter to work day just got deadly. And of course I finished the level like any professional hitman. So yeah, Miami. A level so complex they had to split it in half just to take on the design challenge. There's no Hitman level quite like this one, and I'm so glad I got to showcase it. Be sure to tune in next time as we don't follow this poorly written time loop concept.
If I want to jump out of a plane without a parachute, I'm going to do it. And I will look good dying as I crash. Hey, what was your name again?